Hello everybody, Diabetes the Second here. We've got some Dragon Warrior Randomizer. We're getting back into the racing scene. Standard Flags race here. Been a minute since we got ourselves into some regularly scheduled Standard Flags racing, but I think we've got a good crew together tonight to get exactly that underway. Now that the Winter League has completed, I think we're going to have some more action. There is a random percent asynchronous thing going that's going to start in a couple weeks. Again, I was on the fence even joining the Winter League. Turned out to be about what I expected. You know, went well. Just kind of depends if I want to spend time at it. The nice thing about async is that it does not have to be scheduled. It can just be on my own time whenever I choose. So perhaps we'll do that, but that's basically everything that I don't like about Randomizer. I like to know what I'm getting into when I'm going in. Random percent with lots of tri-state flags basically means every seat has the potential to be somewhere between 30 minutes and 3 hours long, and that's not exactly a good time, in my opinion. Three more people to ready up. Once they do, we'll be underway. What happened? I don't think anything happened, unless something happened. Good welcome in OAG. Hopefully you're having a good Monday night. Just waiting for 2 more people to hit the good to go button. Not a good time. So there's a new event that the DWR community just posted out there, and it's basically random flags percent. We did a special event maybe a year ago that did something like that. It isn't exactly my cup of tea. And yeah, basically everything is tri-stated for the most part. So basically it's either on or off, but you don't know until you actually start the game and play. Which ostensibly means that every seed is very different. It's hard to practice and kind of learn from anything, because everything is going to be random, but random whether or not it's random. So you could have a seed that takes 30 minutes, you could have a seed that takes 3 hours under the same conditions, ostensibly, which to me that's not my thing. I like to optimize things that I can plan for. I really would like for us to try, at least at some point, some kind of, whether you want to call it a plando or a router's relish or something, where we have a known seed or something where all the information and data is pushed out there and it's your job to try to route it the best you can. Still would like to do that. Fightful Hunin and Tanuki Monster, welcome aboard. Thanks for the good luck. Appreciate it. Hopefully y'all are having good Monday nights as well. Like a Symphony of the Night run. I mean, yeah, I guess that the thing for me is when I do standard flags, or frankly, most flag sets of this randomizer or others that I've played, I know what the rules are when I start. Tri-state, which is basically like having a light switch that's in between, so you don't know if it's on or off, lends itself toward a lot of uncertainty, and that doesn't appeal to me personally. Great time to race with you. I mean, I don't even know how to play the game. And if my brief foray into Zelda 1 Rando has taught me anything, it's that anything that requires fast movement and good reflexes and anything like that, not my best. Alright, last person's readied up. We'll be underway here momentarily. Good luck, have fun. Should be a good time. 3, 2, 1, go. Inky of Pac-Man fame is our hero. Starting off with some cash money, silver harp, return, nice. 10, 10, 24, 12. Swamp start. No need to save. We've got extra gold. Already got one of our quest items. Good stuff. 10 strength isn't bad. We actually started off with quite a lot of gold. It's unlikely we're going to be able to port it anywhere. See what we have in the treasury here. Key hype indeed. Speaking of keys... Okay. Gold in the bottom left. Gotta be another one of those seeds, apparently. Alright, 2 of the 5 things we absolutely must have already acquired. Swamp North. I say just for funsies, we'll try to walk through, see if we backdoor into Garanham, get more chest opportunities, but no dice. Sentinel. Oh, that's right. You mentioned that you were playing that. Hopefully, it's been good. Nice. Excellent starting enemy. That'll give us level 3. 15817. Radiant Stop spell outside. Good utility spells, nothing that we desperately need. Some HP or healing spell would have been nice, but you know, it's all good. Because of the size of the enemy that we killed, we actually skipped from level 1 right to level 3. Still, though, doesn't mean that, you know, they weren't all at one of those 2 levels. They could have been. 3, 2, 6, 2, hurt. Probably never going to use that. I think the most levels I've seen, or the most spells I've seen in one level is 5? Watching somebody a while back run a casual seed, and I believe they learned 5 spells in one level, including Hurtmore, in what was a, like, terrible garbage seed, if I remember correctly. It's like, oh, well, here's everything. Have fun. The only flag that adjusts the spell learning, as far as I'm aware, is just the... Oh, drills have sleep. Great. You can choose to not have the spell learning randomized, so you'll learn spells at the levels that you do in the vanilla game, which is never more than 1, and they're spread out all the way to level 17, or sorry, level 19. 13640. And wolves have the breath. It's unfortunate. That's definitely the best thing for us to, for us to fight there for XP. Yeah, it's not super common. I mean, if you think about it, you know, you have 10 spells to learn over 16 levels. Oh, we're close to the bottom of the map. Would have been nice if I had drawn Tanthagil down there, but that's okay. Well, if the Dromedary rolls low again, we'll survive and kill it, or it won't and we'll die. It's too bad. If we got the jump on him, then that's a free 58 XP and a level. Got them all at level 18. I mean, if it's vanilla spells... See, that's the thing with rando as well. Having the randomized spells does guarantee you're going to learn everything by 16 versus vanilla, where you're going to be learning some of the best spells in the game. After that, 17 for heal more, which basically means you can't win the game before 17. 1081. And hurt more at level 19, which means you usually never get it. Because it's pretty rare that you'll need to go that high to get the stats that you need to win. Of course, there was that brief time with after the stat growth curve was altered in 3.0.0 prior to this build, where that was more likely, but that has since been adjusted. Yeah, it definitely happens. OAG talking about the Symphony of the Night stuff and finding like 4 of the things that you need right away and then not finding the last thing you need forever. Oh, there's a cave here. Definitely been in a situation like that in this game, in my brief foray into Z1R, which I'm kind of enjoying. I may actually continue to play that a little bit. Definitely had situations like that as well. Just can't seem to get anything going, and then all of a sudden the game hands you everything all at once, or vice versa, hands you everything and then keeps like one key component hidden. Sherlock. Okay. Casual Red Dragon run. Yes, the growth curve was adjusted and boosted for 3.0.1, which came out... maybe 2.5 months ago, roughly? 3 months ago? 2.5 months? I just haven't been racing very much. I mean, until a couple of days ago, my last Standard Flags race was in February. So, obviously, it had been a minute since I'd really done much with this. Outside of the, tournament races. Link to the Past. See, the thing is with this game and Zelda to a... Zelda to a significant degree is my familiarity. Link to the Past, I don't have that. Welp. Tanuki Monster punctuating my, demise, and foretelling my immediate demise, with the call to the Fun Police. Thank you so much for the 50-bit cheer, and for the support, as always. That zone up there to the northwest doesn't seem too friendly, and wolves, gosh, they're such good enemies normally. It's really unfortunate that this one knows Dragon Lord Breath. It also knows Stop Spell, so there is still a chance to take it out, but... need to be super high level. Yeah, absolutely. The 3.0 growth curve definitely was nerfed. And I think somebody crunched the numbers like by looking at the code and the actual like calculations the game was using for that. And on average, it would have been like adding about 1.5 levels to the end game in every seed. And crunching the numbers on how long races were taking, like the average winning time was up like 12 or 14 minutes, and the average finishing time was up like 20 minutes, so it was pretty bad. It did normalize out a little bit once people kind of adjusted their tactics to compensate, but still, even with that, I mean, the average seed, the average winner was, you know, 8 to 10 minutes slower, and the average finisher was about 15 minutes slower, so that's not really what you wanted. So the adjustment was made, fortunately, as Droll Magi also, with the breath. It's a tough balance. I mean, I'm not trying to say anything against McGrew at all. But I mean, it's tough to find that balance between, you know, fun gameplay, minimizing mindless grinding, but also making it difficult and a challenge, and, you know, having strategy be a part of it. But yeah, that... Oh, there's a town here. That brief time period of 3.0.0 was kind of a downer, as we find the town of Cantlin. Magic and silver. So, I mean, we have a gold grind. Should probably just find a place to get it going. The level-adjusted metal slime. That one I'm still kind of 50-50 on. Like, I can understand it a little bit more than some of the other changes that have been proposed or thought about. Oh, I can check for... Well, can I check for coordinates? Yeah... Well, yeah, nah. Let's wait. A healing spell would be nice. And Axe Knights. With, well, not that breath, but some breath. Actually, let's see if we can sneak through Swamp Cave. Still good on keys. Unfortunately, no chests in Swamp Cave, so we can't force a gold grind out of here. Yeah, we burnt to death quite a bit on this one. Such as... Again, it's that fine balance between being aggressive and trying to be efficient when you have 80 plus attack power and very easily can be two-shotting pretty much everything except for Sharlock enemies. But without a healing spell and only 46 max HP or whatever I have, you're dying to every Dragonlord breath attack. You're going to be put in danger if you miss once against anything. If you're back attacked, which consistently we are by most things. Spending all the herbs to check the coordinates is now looking like it was the right play. Of course, the coordinates could be non-existent, A, or very far away and not easily countable, B, but still, just hit them harder. I'm trying. Problem is, they get the jump on me, and it's like, well, I got one swing, or I need to run. And again, these guys can't be more than 50% breath, and they breathe on me at least half the time, so that's just a bit unfortunate. What's really difficult is that zone 1 and 2 that normally I would like to sit in this situation are all like garbage enemies and stuff that no breath, so not exactly a good option there. As soon as we branch out, we're finding red dragons, we're finding other enemies with breath, we're finding axe knights that we can't fight yet. Again, important to do this because if it does, really on the stairs, the lowest encounter rate tile in the game, naturally. If Garanham is back there, we can force a gold grind, get our magic armor silver shield. That's good for 44 defense. That's pretty clutch. If it doesn't, hopefully it does put us out somewhere relatively nearby a cave. We haven't seen one immediately near home. At least one that we can do a gold grind out of. We look for the mountain cave. Grave. Of course, all that defense isn't going to make a difference against breath attacks, but it's still going to allow us to fight things and progress a lot faster than we currently can. Yikes. The exact number of steps, but on average we should only get about 2 encounters in here, and we are getting encounters 2 and 3 steps in when the encounter rate is 1 in every 16 steps. Okay, we finally made it out. Looks like we're on the western edge of the map. Possibly the northwest corner of the map. Road Scorpion's something else that we could fight if it doesn't attack us first and get us with exact lethal damage. Alright, nothing in that swamp down to the southwest. Basically, the last 7 minutes we've made 0 progress whatsoever. Feels bad. No complaints about finding a metal slime, but you know, scaled 224. Makes up for a little bit of the last 7 minutes. 7:23:38. That helps. And a cave. Are you the mountain cave or grave? I would love it if you were. Tablet. We have Radiance and Outside, so that makes this really easy. Still need 2 quest items, still need the armor. This was very reachable earlier. We're kind of hoping it's nothing significant. Ease, which we had access to from the start. Another cave. Again. Facing down, so this is gonna be grave. At least we have to pick up our top 3 chests here. Fairy water. Dragon scale. Gold. That is okay, because now we can do our gold grind and pick up our equipment. $22,500 gold will buy us our Silver Shield magic armor. We'll fill up on keys on the chest next to us. Yes, gotta love that gold, gotta love that treasure. Treasure. We can only hope that this is a bit of an advantage for us. We know that we wasted about 7 minutes trying to get through the swamp cave and not making much progress. But we did have to go through at least a red dragon zone and a blue dragon zone to get over there to the grave and survive past the Droll Magi's with Dragon Lord Breath to get our gold grind activated. Alright, keys are full. Again, Breath is still going to be a problem, but it should open up the door a little bit to other enemies and things that we could fight. Oops. Fortunately, Cantlin isn't too far, basically just up here, the north and east, and then straight east to the coast. And we could check coordinates while we're here. Which, with my luck, will be the armor, and it'll be like 2 steps from the castle, and I could have had it 20 minutes ago. $47 north, $49 west. Well, we know the map kind of goes that way. That is an area for us to explore, so we could try to count it. Alright, so we can't count it out directly, unfortunately, but we might be able to walk our way around. We'll just have to see and explore. We've counted ourselves to a good spot. Hey, Portramon, welcome in. Hopefully you're having a good Monday night. Been a minute since I've seen you around. Hopefully things are going well. Brack. We can buy herbs. I literally don't need anything at the end. Why am I Sonic at the end? I have full HP and MP. You know what it is? It's OAG, slacker that he is, hasn't been streaming, so of course, I haven't seen anybody from that whole group in such a long time. Shh. Wow, glad to hear things are going great. Wish I could say the same, but you know what? If other people are doing well, I'm kind of okay with that. It's been a rough couple of years for a lot of people, just with everything going on. So if things are going well for you, I am happy to hear it. Alright. Wreck has found 3191 level 9. And another town. Garenham. Torch Gold Fairy Water. Ugh. Silver Harp turn in for the Staff Cave, or for the Staff of Rain. We started with the harp, so we already got that. At least we can go west to a dead end. I'm guessing that we'll have to go north of the grave that we found earlier to get to our coordinate spot, because we need to go southwest from here, and there's just no way to go. Oh wow, gang's all here. 8-Bit Dame, welcome in. It is a blue boo or something similar. Indeed. Anki, let's go. How you doing? Let's try to not die to the Stroll Magi. Hey, it didn't breathe on us. Let's go. Spacebar is broke. That sucks. Been there though. Spacebar? Yes, I have had a wonky spacebar. It was a couple laptops ago. It got to the point where you just had to jam it. Like, you'd be typing and it's like, wow, you sound very angry. It's like, no, I'm not posting on Reddit. I'm just, you know, trying to type a paper. Well, welcome in everybody. Hopefully y'all are having good Monday nights. As I've said, we're just playing some DWR. We've got a big community race going tonight. Just a pickup race, just a lot of people now that the Winter League tournament is over. Just lots of people finding their interest level back and such, since there aren't tournament races to play in and watch. Time to get back to playing themselves in some casual DWR race action. Another town here, if we can make it. I don't want to take the chance on that Droll Magi, or this one. From Mulder. Probably should fill up on keys. I think I've got 4 keys left. Yep, and I'll have 2. Don't take. Door first, then take. Death Necklace. Well, we know the Droll Magi already have it. I'm just trying to avoid it. In some ways that can be fun. In other ways it can be a little not fun. Like that. When you don't even have a chance to do anything, you take 2 steps out of a town and you're like, oh good, let's go explore stuff. Nah. Nah. But one thing we can do is we can go across the bridge down to the southwest again, and we can see if we can get to our coordinate spot. Sweet Fancy Moses, Tanuki Monster, let's go. Wow, the generosity, goodness. Tanuki Monster coming in with the 10 gift sub bomb to the community. Thank you so much for the support, the continued support. Hopefully you're having a good evening. Appreciate you being here as always. Sorry about the uneven level of the alerts. Apparently resubs or new subs are quieter, but existing renewed subs are louder. I need to figure that out. I may have. Would you have preferred a sweet sassy Mo Lassie? If you were the beneficiary of Tanuki Monster's generosity, please say thank you. And again, thank you so much, Tanuki Monster, for the support. Always appreciated. Never expected, never required, but good stuff. Okay, I was wrong. Apparently, north and west of the grave is not where we need to go for our coordinates. It could be south of Remolder. Could also be second continent. We did hypothesize that possibly. Possibly that second continent is in the northwest corner of the map. It could also be northeast based on what I've drawn so far. It's the same alert, but what I think, because it's a different text, it's party member for 2 months versus joins the party. I think Streamlabs treats them separately, and I must have adjusted the volume for one and not the other, because I didn't realize that. I'll have to look into that. I think I said that before. And I never did. Whoops. Oh man, it is such a long walk back to Remolder. Yeah, because I think I had decided that of course, after all that, I decided that it definitely was. The louder ones are absolutely too loud. I wanted to get them lowered a little bit. And I did, but only on the new subs. Apparently the renewed subs aren't. So I need to look into that as we pick up level 10 here finally. 4631. Man. Despite the big agility gains we've had the last couple levels, it's not going well. Hey, Doc Ninja, welcome in. Skeleton knew what was up in P-Stat. Yeah. Problem is that's really about where we need to be stat-wise. Like, we definitely can fight stuff that's bigger with our current stats, because we have a lot of attack power, but our sustainability is kind of garbage. We've got herbs for healing, we have no healing spells. We've got good defense, but not the best HP. And most importantly, apparently in this seed, is 2 key enemies have Dragonlord Breath, Wolves and Droll Magi, and we don't have 73 or more HP, so they can one-shot us 100% of the time if they get a chance. That's not the best feeling. Okay, that's Breck. Garenham is just to the northwest of that. Now we need to go east, north, and west across the top of the map. Of course, we could also explore in a different direction. I mean, I don't mean to dismiss that as a possibility. Does it involve not dying? I think it may involve not dying. Don't get hit with the attack that can one-shot you. You know, it's a bold strategy, Cotton. Little Inky, indeed. Yeah, this is one of the sprites that is built into the randomizer, one of the selectable. I forget how many there are now. I think in my sprite sheet there's like 70-some. But the most recent iteration of the rando did put several sprites from Destiny of an Emperor, a couple of sprites from Tecmo Super Bowl, or Tecmo Bowl, forget which one. Probably the same sprites, to be fair. Anything over here? No. Mina from whatever that new-ish game is that has been published. Another cave. Stone's Cave with a freebie chest. Leaving the Heart of the Cards. I think I could do that. Oops. Town, probably Hawksness. Could be Cole. Hawksness can't heal there, unfortunately. We need to find the other reciprocating end of our coordinates. It's possible that they're going to be inaccessible from where we counted to. It'd be kind of sad. Actually, it's right there. That's what I counted to. That's 2 more to the west. That's 31. Okay. Please don't be the other continent. Of course. The other continent. Might have to do a little bit of, combing the desert, as it were. Might as well check out Hawksness. We're here. Doc's first rando watch. Well, welcome aboard. If you have any questions about anything, I try to explain what I'm doing. It does kind of assume some base knowledge of the game. Can I beat this? I don't have the flute. So no. Double crit maybe? Or if it just starts spamming the hurt spell. You played a little Dragonware, well, fair enough. That helps a lot. So for rando, some things are changed that are, you know, in terms of numbers. On standard flags that we usually play with, we change the XP and gold values up to what is present in the remakes. We also only require 75% of the vanilla XP levels to gain levels, so it kind of speeds things up a little bit. And there's a lot of other stuff. Obviously, the map is randomized. The town and cave locations are randomized. When we learn spells is randomized as well. What things are sold at which shops. Stat gains. Enemy abilities. We've already seen in this seed so far that Axe Knights have Fire Breath. Wolves and Droll Magi have Dragonlord Breath. Okay, this might be that area that I counted to, toward, or near. I'm not sure, though. No, it can't be, because it was straight north. That's northeast. Right? No, it could be. I think... Yeah, the cave layouts don't change. There is a flag now to randomly rotate or mirror dungeons. It's not part of standard flags. There's also a flag to shuffle the stair connectivities. But that is not part of standard flags. Looks like we're gonna end up saving the princess in this one. Too hard to count this out. Thought I had a pretty good beat on it. But again, I might not even be searching in the correct spot. And yeah, blind navigation of caves is definitely something that I've kind of gotten good at over time. Kind of by necessity. Most of the caves are pretty straightforward. A lot of them you can kind of buffer your way through bunks. I'm not gonna waste any more time on that. Most difficult... There's a couple of blind turns in the grave that you have to navigate around. There's maybe 1 or 2 floors in Charlock where you have to navigate around a blind turn, but for the most part you can just bonk into wall, then turn, bonk into wall, then turn type of stuff, so it's not too bad. And you can identify which cave you're in, basically from just the first couple of steps, so that makes it pretty easy to even identify which cave you're in from the start. Out of herbs, Demonite will give me level 11. Guess we'll just try to explore as much as we can here before we get sent home again. 9721. I also could have been counting to the wrong spot, as I'm now seeing this area here. This might have been what I was counting to, which here was 41, 43, 45, 47? Oh boy. Let's go. Princess, sorry, you're out. I knew it was Plains Tiles. We had that little 2 flat spot on the edge of land, and I was fairly certain. Yeah, we got it. We got it. Erdrick's Armor, let's go. And again, that is just counting coordinates. So in the vanilla game, I mean, if you know where the spot is, you just walk to it, pick up Erdrick's token. In Randomizer, it can be any one of 7 items on that spot. but the coordinates are randomly located, and you can locate them by talking to that same gentleman in Cantlin, and he will tell you where they are relative to the castle. But since the map is randomized, you don't necessarily know where exactly that's going to be. This is Swamp South. Nothing else on this continent. That is a massive, massive, massive pickup, by the way. With the breath attacks we've seen, now we can survive them. Alright, what have we got left to do here? We haven't found coal, haven't found the mountain cave. No, we're not gonna get a chance to take a look at the spike tile here in the swamp cave. Got the bottom two chests in the grave, tablet cave. Already located Hawksness, which is a hike. It also has a golem that we really can't do anything with yet. You died. Indeed. Indeed, I did. I'm sorry that my box here does not appropriately size up your message, but I do appreciate that. Welcome in, Dice Sushi. Hopefully you're having a good Monday night. Yeah, we're not saving the princess. She's gonna languish in that cave forever. I think the toughest thing right now is our stuff is very spread out. Hawksness, you gotta go all the way to the northern edge of the map and loop down to the west. You've got the grave with its two chests in the bottom, like, southwest corner of the map. You've got the missing town of Coal and the caves of Mountain... Or, no, we found the tablet cave. That have got to be in the northeast, because that's the only area that we haven't explored yet. Well, there's Mountain Cave, and there's Coal. Well... So this was accessible much earlier, but again, the nice thing is we know it's not going to be the Sword of the Armor. It's the Flute, which is really the least helpful thing, although it does let us now take out the Golem. Possibly. Problem is we don't have any healing spells yet. And that's what I should have done when I stopped there in Coal, is I should have picked up some herbs. Means that you could win the game without the princess. You can't really I mean, technically you could, I guess, in your first playthrough. If you legitimately count coordinates out, which is very difficult to do because of how windy the vanilla map is. Not that these maps aren't. I've already seen. What the heck? Why am I having so much trouble? There's our stones. But yeah, I mean, the thing is in the vanilla game is once you know where the token is, it never changes. It's not randomized or anything. It's always in the exact same spot. So as long as you can remember that tile, you never have to save the princess again after your first playthrough. And theoretically, you can not save her the first time through still get through. Wings, I don't care. Wings, I still don't care. Token. It's the last thing we need. So Hawksness is empty. Very quickly. I can check to see if the fighter's ring is down here. 3-11-2-1. Okay, I'm having a trouble. Why am I even doing Dark Nav? I have frickin' Radiant. What the hell's wrong with me? Whatever. I don't know. I'm out of practice. For the Winter League that we just finished up. We had Permanent Torch enabled, which is a flag and feature that is available. So I'm just like used to not caring about torches, not caring about, you know, Radiant or anything like that. It's weird to be back into having to think about that again. So we're grind and go with our 2 turn-ins that we still have to do. Jerk Cave is closer to home, Staff Cave is further up to the north, but not too bad. Wondering why? Yeah, exactly. Well, I appreciate nobody saying anything because that is important. This is a race, I'm against other people, and backseating is not a thing that we do. No spoilies, no tips and tricks. I'm glad you enjoy 8-Bit Dame. I've been really a big slacker in getting more emotes made up. I'm just trying to figure out what I want and trying to figure out how to execute on a few things. Hoping that I can soon. But that is one that I made a while ago. I enjoy it. I had originally just the little metal slime with nothing else there. But I like the stack. I think the stack gives it a little character. What is up with this lady blocking my progress up to this cave? Seriously, what the heck? I already did this. Seriously, I don't mark things. I'm so off my game. So off my game. Alright, we've got our rainbow drop, we've got our equipment, we are officially grind and go. We need a lot. We are only level 11. Sorry, level 12 rather. Got the last level that we picked up there. I'll have to check our stats here momentarily. See where we are, but we definitely have ways to go. Hawksness as a spike tile could be a good option. We do have the Fairy Flute. Also a golem here. Problem is no healing. So perhaps an overworld grind would be a better option. Although the Axe Knight and the Demon Knight in here aren't bad, it's just the encounter rate on brick tiles is not as high. Although this does allow more heal walking in between, so this isn't actually that bad either, technically. It's true. The good thing is we can out-damage it, and his Fire Breath attack is weaker than a physical would be. This is actually a weirdly efficient way of doing this. We could still dip in to try the golem as well while we're here. Problem with the Fairy Flute is that it's like 8 or 9 seconds of waiting every time you have to play it. $72, 109, dead. But it's worth 350 XP! So that makes it worth it. But he also hits really hard, to the point that we have to heal in between every attack that he puts on us, for the most part. And when he wakes up after one turn, it's a big problem. If he stays asleep for a few turns, it's fine. Nope. Alright, level 13. How about a healing spell? Healing spell would be nice. 703 39 and heal. Oral Bliss. If I can figure out how to put this into Z1R, I'll do that. Although I think it already is. The problem with Z1R is you cannot select the recorder exactly what you want. You can only select it to be vanilla or randomized. Sad face. I'm sure there is a way to do it. I just don't have that much technical knowledge. We're just gonna attack here. Even if we heal, we're still gonna be in death range. Nice. Yeah, 39 is a big number. Definitely not the biggest we've seen, but it makes a difference. Problem is, it's still sub 70 HP. Not enough attack power yet. Or sounds weird. Oh boy. That is creepy. I don't... God, the other Zelda randos I really haven't seen that much of. I've popped in for a few minutes here and there for a few people that I know that stream. Jay Coker's probably one of them that streams that kind of stuff the most. Lots of the Zelda randos. But I don't think I've ever paid that close of attention, or those flags aren't enabled all the time, you know? That would be pretty disconcerting. I know that there's been some chatter about having a potential for randomization of what tune the fairy flute plays. It's just, it's such a small segment, and there's just not a lot of room to put information. Unless you know, expand the ROM out, which it's already pushing the limits as is with what they have to work with. That probably doesn't take the highest priority, but it would be pretty cool if they could. Ocarina of Time has a lot of fans in, like, the vanilla sense, but there's a ton of play of the randomizer for Ocarina of Time. I was kind of glancing through. Dragon Warrior has, shockingly, in a year, made it into the top 12 most raced games on race time, against, you know, some games that had a year head start. Exacties, perfect. It's just what I wanted. I'm pretty sure Ocarina of Time is definitely in the top 10. Almost certainly. I mean, the randomizer, not the vanilla game. I would have to double check that, but I'm pretty sure it is. Now, DWR gets a little bit of boost when we've been doing these tournaments and things, like especially the summer tournament where it's all heads-up races. I mean, if you've got, you know, 40 heads-up races happening every week, like, that's gonna balloon the number up a little bit. You know, we just did our league, which, again, as well, that's another 10 to 12 races per week that are locked in there. Random overlay with the slots. I like that. Nice crit. 81. 103. Good chance to kill it on the swing, but definitely not guaranteed. Ah, this isn't even a bad C. This isn't too many deaths. He's fine. He's getting half my money every time. I mean, come on, he's making bank over this. Heck, I'm saving his kingdom in the process. He should be paying me. Yeah, the XP is pretty difficult to match. This was a buff given in 3.0. Because previously, prior to 3.0, there was no way to break the bit limit of, like, you know, 256, so 0 to 255. But Magru was able to do that in this most recent iteration, so Golems and Red Dragons now give 350 XP, and Goldmen... Whoops. Goldmen give 650 gold as opposed to 255 in all three of those, so it does make a pretty significant difference in grind choice. Definitely made the Golems, despite the need for Fairy Flute, that much better. Red Dragons as well. And kind of comparatively nerfs things like the Armored Knight. 10817. There's heal more, there's hurt more. I don't think that changes anything we're doing, though, because both Spike Tiles here are Golems. So having hurt more doesn't really do anything. So Metal Slimes are kind of weird. In standard flags, there's a flag called Scales. Scaled Metal Slimes, which adjusts how much they're worth based on your current level. To sort of nerf the ability for you to encounter one at like level 1 or 2 and automatically get to like level 7 and just win the race. So they're scaled to give 32 times your current level up to a max of 255. They were not limit broken, as it were. I think that should change personally, even if they nerf it further to be like 25 per level, but uncapped. I think that could be pretty good. So we killed one a bit earlier, I think at level 7, and it got us 224 experience. But again, the fact that it's capped at 255 doesn't make a lot of sense to me. But I think that they could be too valuable later on. Because once you hit, I think it's 130... Was it 133 attack power? You can hit them every time. And you're guaranteed to one-shot them by like 139 or so. If you're still needing stats at that point, they most likely are going to be level 15 plus, and they're going to be worth an astronomical amount of XP. If you can find them, there's your grind. Hopefully everybody likes listening to the fairy flute. Exactly. Alright, this golem will give us level 15. We still do need a little bit in the strength department, but we also only have 76 max HP. So we probably need a good 10 strength, 20 HP. A little bit of MP wouldn't hurt either. Two, 2, 16, and 4. Not enough. Getting closer. At least there's a little bit of buffer time between the times I'm playing the flute. I feel like when I play Z1R and you can use a recorder for transport, I never... Like, somehow I still don't know how to set it to send me to the correct dungeon. So if I only need to play it twice, I end up playing it like 7 times after going twice to the wrong spot. And it's in a row. King's High. Sorry, I was just catching up on some older stuff here. King's High level cleric just doesn't want to get up. You know what? I'm feeling pretty comfy too, personally. Also, yeah, Z1R, I'm really starting to enjoy. I think now that I have a little bit better understanding of some things, it makes a big difference. My first couple of races were kind of disaster messes. Of course, as soon as, you know, what flags are being raced changes, I'm gonna go right back to not knowing what the heck I'm doing. As long as things stay consistent with the current tournament flags, I'm like, I'm good. Nice crit. But I kind of imagined that it would be the same for anybody that's playing this as well. more you're familiar with it, the better of an idea you have as to what the heck you're doing, the more pleasant the experience is. Hey, Hanapengu, welcome in. First time here, but appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, unfortunately, we're kind of in grind and go mode here, so we're just going to be flouting and sorting down golems. We're not going to see much of Inky of Pac-Man fame. We'll see him here for a quick second. Hero of Alefgard. Well, soon to be hero of Alefgard. Right now he's trying to get big and strong. Gotta get those ghost muscles all toned up. Nice crit. Oof, 120, one-shot the golem. Let's go. I think that's actually a max roll. If I have 120 strength, or 120 attack power rather, which I'm fairly certain I do, that is a max roll. On a range of 60 to 120. At a grindy part of the casual vanilla run, so you know the drill. Oh, well, so you mean you're at any point in the game? Pretty much. You're playing Vanilla Dragon Warrior, therefore you're in the grinding phase. Because the whole game is that. Especially if you're playing the original. If you're playing any of the others, it's not as bad. But if you're playing the original, to be sure, it is just Grinding Simulator 1986. And I say that as somebody who dearly, dearly loves the original, speedruns the original, and plays the heck out of the randomizer. So, but still, it's a grind fest, no question. Nice crit. Yeah, all the crits come in. We get this kill here, we're gonna fall just short of the level. We can try to walk around real quick, see if we can encounter something else. Or we die. The Drill Magi doesn't breathe on us. We'll have level 16. One for 27 and 10. It's still not enough. The question is, can I dive and grind the last level? It kind of depends on what the enemies are. We're defense breaking, werewolf, green dragon, star wyvern, wizard. We can fairly effectively deal with golems. We have 81 agility, which is decent to run from stuff. The safer play is just to grind the golems. I fully recognize that. We'll see. We'll do our best. Or we just die to a red dragon right here. That's always good, too. We can go to Bracken heal. One police, let's go. Our favorites. Might have killed us earlier. But now, you still might kill us now. Not quite enough attack power to take down metal slimes yet. Even if I put the death necklace on, I'm just a fraction short. Hero of Olive Garden. I mean, our normal hero does wield a solid breadstick. Yep, we got the metal slime kill. That's our second of the seed. It helps. We need to get to 12,000 XP for the level. Again, theoretically, I could have just sat and continued grinding the golems. So strictly speaking, what I'm doing is slower, but theoretically, if I can maintain map position, I can hit level 17, rather, get the exact stats I need to win, and be right next to the Dragon Lord and ready for the fight, rather than having to, you know, do the whole descent through Sharlock still. Again, that's kind of the decision-making right now. Don't need a lot in the way of attack power. If the level is all MP, though, that's where we run the risk. If the gains are, you know, all MP, we don't recover that in the cave, or in the castle, rather. Well, it wouldn't be a good rando race without all that salt, OAG, so, you know, I think that fits. Maybe that's been the meta of Dragon Warrior all along, and I'm just now recognizing it with the help of chat. Alright, we'll try to run from stuff here at the outset, and then we're gonna let Repel wear off. We'll fight what we can along the way. These are not the things I want to be fighting. Blue dragons aren't bad. But also 3 encounters in 3 steps or whatever is not very good. 4 in 4 steps is also not very good. Again, encounter rate is 1 in 16. Werewolves have Dragon Lord Breath. That's great. That's 1 fewer enemy on the way down that we can fight. They also have Stop Spell. So my resources are full. I could take the chance and play the odds that he won't breathe on me. Unfortunately, the Dragon Lord sprite is not randomized, so it's always going to be the Dragon Lord. Hate to burst your bubble, although that would be pretty funny. The Destiny of an Emperor sprites do change King Loric's sprite over to, like, the King or whatever from that game. But the Dragon Lord is still the Dragon Lord, sadly. And he had not wake up on the first turn every time here. I'm trying to get your XP from you, please. Like, I'm already playing risky with this. Don't make it worse. Sorry for the spoilers. Need to heal walk a little bit before I take another one on. I mean, in my sprite set that I use for Z1R, we do have both the hero, the Dragon Lord, Princess Gwaelin. We have King Loric over there. We got the old man. No townspeople. Just 1 herb left? That's not very good. Back attack's not very good either. We need 620 XP. And, frankly, to hope that the next level is enough. Heck yeah, Doc Ninja. It's actually kind of a good side benefit of checking the treasury here. The Fighter's Ring is good for 2 attack power, but any herbs we pick up are just going to be that much more helpful for staying alive here on the bottom floor. That would have given me the level. Oh, there's the Fighter's Ring. Hey, there's one herb. Gold, we don't care. Another herb, that's awesome. Torch, we don't care. And Curse Belt. Nice. There were only 2 chests left in the game, and one of them had to be a Curse Belt, so I was playing the 50-50 odds there. I'm not just that good. Under 50 XP for the level. Should be able to pick that up on the spike tile. This will guarantee that regardless of what enemy it is, we'll pick it up. I write new songs, but you can just make this one slower, deeper. To be honest with you, I think it's a really cool mechanic that they do employ that. It's just, it's creepy. It's like the same thing, but it's not the same thing. You kind of get that feeling of like the descent, like getting darker and deeper and more challenging. We're just taking the level here, that way we'll know. Plus the game is just handing us the XP, so let's take it. Okay, 2 power is not very good. 2, 2, 13, 4. Death Necklace play. Yeah, I think Death Necklace play. Can we not 5-shot the red dragon that I should kill in less than 3 swings most of the time? I'm glad we found those extra couple of herbs. That was actually extremely helpful. Hello, Death Necklace. Stop spell hype. You have 1 cast of heal should we choose to use it. Didn't work. Opening with a heal more. Thanks for the good luck, guys. 9. $19. Not the best start. 30. 40. Our range is 8 to 17, just so you know. 52. Nice. $85. $97. Bad heal more. Got away with it. $107. $122. $135. $144. Last heal more. $157. Last swing. Get her done. So that is a 4th place finish. Very close race among the first several finishers here. Aaron finished just before we got to the Red Dragon Spike Tile, finished at 128.36. Tipo 130.45, about halfway through our Dragon Lord fight. Vertical Sandwich nipped us by 20 seconds, 132.35, and I finished officially in 4th at 132.55. So good race overall. That several minutes of wasted time in trying to get through the Swamp Cave definitely cost us. There was nothing on that side of the cave anyway. We wasted about 6-7 minutes there, and that was more than enough if we had just not done that to get the win in this one. So that's my mistake. Really was concerned about getting a gold grind going, and that seemed to be the best possible option based on what we've seen, and just didn't happen. Ooh, bonk count above or below 75. That's a good question. That is an excellent question. Well, we'll see here momentarily. Thanks for the GGs, guys. I do appreciate it. Catching up here a little bit. Thanks to OAG, Tanuki Monster, Doc Ninja, 8-Bit Dame. Tanuki Monster coming in with a puff cheer of 69 bits. Let's go. Appreciate it. Thanks for the support. Lots of garbage enemies in the early game, unfortunately. No repel until the late game. Wow. It seems to be a fairly unbalanced bonk count here, at least in terms of the prediction. Let's see what we've got. I think it's going to be close. It could be... I think it's still going to be under, but it could be very close. I'm going to say right around 80. Ooh, 137. Holy cow. That is a lot of bonks. We had some troubles in the mountain cave. I don't think the odds were in your favor there, OAG. Welp. I mean, they're just points, right? I mean, not much I could do about that. I feel bad. But 76 or more, is it? What is this atonal mess of a song? That is a good question. I don't know what this is from. Unfortunately, this version of the randomizer does not include a, like, title of track thing. There is a list of tracks that are in the randomizer, but I don't have that pulled up, although I'm sure I could try to find it and take a look and have a guess as to what it is. There are some custom tracks that McGrew has made, but I don't know if this is one of those or not. Unless somebody recognizes it from something, of course. I was a bit uncharacteristic in my maneuvering through, especially the grave in this one. So apologies for that. Choose the characters in the seats for a while. Yeah, absolutely. That's, I mean, I've thought about some other things to potentially add. It's difficult to think of ideas as to what to add as possible point redemptions, to be honest. I mean, I'm not a cam streamer, so anything like that kind of goes out the window. I don't really have much in the way of, like, stuff to give away or whatever. I guess I could do, like, VIP spots, which is something very common that people try. Potentially other games. I guess I could add some stuff from Z1R on there now that I'm kind of playing that a little bit. We could add Dragon Warrior 2, Dragon Warrior 4 as possible redemptions as well, since I play those a fair bit. DLC is not what I want. What do I want here? Right. Name the hero? I mean, potentially. Naming the hero does change your stat build, so for races it can be a little crappy for the runner, for me. But, you know, it doesn't mean it can't still be fun and something to try. Inky forever, definitely. Okay. Now that we've listened to this, as Junkie Monster called it, an atonal mess for a good long time, I think we'll switch over to some regular chiptune action as we get this properly set. Oh, come on. Just... why do you do this to me, camera? Much better. Much, much, much better. Alright, so there's our map for this seed. Seems a little dark to me. Unfortunately, there's not a whole lot I can do. Do this. And that. That's a bit better. Alright, so there's our map for the seed. So we started this one off, Tanthagil, fairly close down here toward the bottom of the map. Pretty much south-central. Started this one off with decent stats to start. 10 strength, 10 agility, 24 HP, 12 MP, the spell of return. And in the throne room we did have some keys, as well as the silver harp, so we did have the opportunity to return out, maintain key access, buy more keys, check the treasury, check the basement, treasury, had Erdrick's sword. So we're off to a flying start in this one. Unfortunately, the enemies immediately around Tanthagil were kinda garbage. So we saw a swamp cave in the basement we weren't able to travel through, Droll Magi with Dragonlord Breath, Axe Knights down there, Demon Knights, not a good zone for us at level 1, so no progress made there. But we walked outside, we were in swamp, immediately to the north we headed up into zone 2, and we had like 3 garbage enemies. I think we had, what, red slimes, drakies, ghosts, drolls with sleep, and wolves with Dragonlord Breath. So it's like, huh. That's not good for grinding. So what can we do? We did do that for a couple levels just to get ourselves off the ground, but we did try to branch out fairly early by around like level 5, 6 or so. And unfortunately, again, more Droll Magi, which we could two-shot, and we could survive if it didn't breathe on us, but it had the DL2 breath as well, and that was just a bit of a non-starter. We did eventually get ourselves up to the Jerk Cave and over to the east, along the east coast to Cantlin. Cantlin did have for us magic armor, silver shield. A gold grind was available in the treasury, so we needed to just find a cave in order to do that. Unfortunately, we got like 2 steps out of Cantlin and immediately took a death to like an Axe Knight or something. We never did see until much later in the game the town of Cole and the mountain cave right next door. That would have been a good place to get a gold grind going. Instead, we tried to go through the swamp cave several times, see if we could find a town. If we backdoored into Garenham, maybe we find a town or a cave right on the other side, and we can get a gold grind going. But unfortunately, after 6 or 7 minutes of trying, we gave up on that. Went exploring, found a red dragon zone in here, which was a bit nasty, but powered through it. Got down to the tablet cave and the grave. Tablet cave, don't believe had anything of significance. And then the grave had... what did the grave have? I didn't write down what the grave had. Normally I do. I don't think it had anything of tremendous significance, but it did allow us to pick up 3 chests, get a gold grind activated, do our gold grind back in Tanthagil, walk that money up to Cantlin to buy all of our defensive equipment, which we had for the rest of the run. And that made things significantly easier at that point. From there, we did go back out. We went across the swamp cave, realized it was just a small continent of nothingness, but we did check coordinates, tried to count them out. We had coordinates of 47 north, 49 west, which I was hoping was going to be somewhere kind of like just behind Charlock, which I thought maybe would be north of the grave. It wasn't, so we explored north, went east around, and eventually looped all the way around after finding the towns of Breckenary and Garenham with the Staff Cave turn-in behind, the town of Remolder, and then the Stones of Sunlight Cave and Hawksness with the golem there, that we were not far enough to the west to access what we needed to access. So it turned out that it was the small second continent which was our final destination for those coordinates. So we did eventually count them out in a very crazy way, but we were able to do it. That probably did save some time, although it wasted some time as well because it took me several tries to identify the right spot. But we did get that done. That was Erdrick's armor. That was a massive pickup. Because the golem was on the spike tile, unless we had the fairy flute, there was really no way to kill it. Of course, if we had just gone north of Cantlin, we would have gotten to Cole. We would have picked up the fairy flute and could have saved the princess or started a grind earlier than we did, sadly. But we didn't have that opportunity. I think we found the token in the mountain cave, and the stones I believe we had already found somewhere as well. Those might have been in Garenham. But yeah, we had everything we needed. We did our turn into the jerk, and then we went into Charlock and won. We could have ground up the golem for another level before diving. Probably would have made things a little bit easier for the dive, but we did get it done regardless. So overall, I think the biggest missteps in places where we could have done things better in this one, we absolutely should have been trying to power across the swamp cave at the level that we did. We should have just settled into the grind. Yes, I know it's suboptimal to try to just fight wolves that can one-shot you and drolls that are a bit on the trolly side, but it was the best option that we had. We picked up 23 agility at the next level, which would have made the trip significantly easier. Or we could have tried to just explore on the Prime Continent a little bit more, and if we had just a little bit further, we could have seen Mountain Cave and Coal. That would have gotten us our flute and our gold grind there. Or what we eventually ended up doing, which is going down to the southwest and finding a gold grind access down there in the grave. So that's 1. 2, we revisited the staff cave, thinking I hadn't marked off that I had picked up the staff already. So that was a bit of a time waste. Not a lot, certainly not 4 or so minutes, but a good 30 seconds or so, which could have been the difference between 3rd and 4th place. So that was a bit of a time loss. And then the coordinate count. If I had had the flute, which plays into what we talked about earlier, I probably wouldn't have done the coordinate count across all that stuff. We would have just saved the princess, and that probably would have been a net neutral, maybe slight time save. It's hard to say, since Swamp Cave was at home. We wouldn't have had to do all this walking, and again, Hawksness was effectively skippable, Stone's Cave, Vermolder, like all this stuff was pretty much skippable. We could have gone right over to the second continent and saw that that was where we needed to be, so that certainly could have been a faster option. So yeah, definitely not my best performance. I feel like I was that distracted. I mean, I like having chat here. It makes things a lot smoother and a lot more fun, but I think I was just a little off. Plus, again, I haven't been doing races for DWR in literal months on Standard Flags. We haven't done a Standard Flags race until this week since February, and it's the end of April. So it's been a hot minute. But regardless, I think it was a solid performance. 4th place in a field of... how many did we have in this group? 10?